we got the old railway trails. I mean, it's converted to a walking and cycling path now. So I met him, and I seen he was riding a bike and it had it all loaded up with saddlebags and stuff. And I said, obviously you're on a trip, right? So where are you coming from? And he said, I'm cycling across the country. So I ended up riding with him and just chatting with him for about 20 minutes or so, and just fascinating to hear, right? The adventure that it was on. Yeah.
The cardio alone. I mean, how many calories? Like, you can't get enough. I mean, I'm just trying to think in my head using logic, right? You can't eat enough healthy food to replace those calories. He's got to be eating junk food to get that kind of calories, right? Or am I wrong?
No, you're right. A lot of cyclists and endurance athletes do eat a lot of not so good food when they're burning that much calories. And that's like a double-edged sword, because in that situation, when they are burning a lot of calories, it can actually serve them. It can give them that fast-absorbing sugars, fast-absorbing carbohydrates that they need. But the problem is you got to be able to turn it off when you don't need it. Because a lot of times people, oh yeah, I'm doing a big ride, I need all this food. And absolutely, you do need it when you're riding. But then what about the next day when you're not riding? Well, it's hard to turn it on and off like a light switch, because if you're used to eating that stuff, he's like, I still want to eat that. Right? And that's where people can make a mistake of, even though they exercise a lot, they're not losing weight, is because it comes down to nutrition. It really does.
Okay. On a kind of a different subject, we have like 3 questions I was supposed to ask.
Okay.
If you're in your 60s and you're a man and you have low testosterone, I think he said.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he doesn't have any health issues, like any things that would affect his range of motion or anything like that. He doesn't have no stents. He doesn't have stents, nothing like that. He has a pretty healthy thing. Oh crap! I forgot his question. Over 60. Oh, okay. But he can't what was it again? Oh my God, he's gonna get mad at me. He paid $2 for me to ask you this question.
Is there hormone replacement therapy, something along that lines?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Thank you. Is it good to do that because he wants to get into the gym because he's retired and he's starting to get man breast and a belly bigger than his belt, I think he said, can handle.
Right. Yeah, this is something that's growing more and more, like the whole idea of hormone replacement therapy and testosterone replacement therapy. And I actually have some of my coaching students who are using that under doctor supervision. And when it's done properly, it can actually be very advantageous. And the thing is, it's putting your hormones back to healthy, optimal levels. And it's not the same as steroid abuse, because when you think like athletes and bodybuilders taking steroids, like they're taking exponentially more than what the body would naturally produce. The idea behind testosterone replacement therapy is to put you back into that healthy range. So it's minuscule compared to what bodybuilders and athletes would use. Like they're using 10x or more of what the therapeutic dosage would be. So when it's done properly, it can actually be quite healthy. But it's a lot to it. Like I've done podcasts with some of my coaching students who are very open and shared the whole story of taking testosterone, what's involved with it, all the nuances, because it's not as simple as take 2 pills and call me in the morning. It's not that simple thing. It's a lot of back and forth, to get the dosage right. There's a lot of initial blood work and testing and trial and error. And they have to go back for blood work every 3 months and adjust things accordingly based on how their body's responding. So it is a lot of work.
Okay.
But it can be advantageous and beneficial, because what it does is basically help to increase your strength, your energy, your recovery, and just your quality of life. It takes care of that element, because if you're trying to eat healthy and exercise and do everything, but you have low hormone levels, then that's the weak link in the chain. So we're basically just strengthening the whole thing as, strengthening the body as a unit.
Okay. So, and then, sorry.
Yeah, but if you want, I can actually share a podcast.
I was going to shoot off that second question. I apologize.
Yeah, that's fine. But if you want, I can actually. I did a couple podcasts and I actually did a video as well. If you just do a search for Lee Hayward TRT on YouTube, go search Lee Hayward TRT.